Hello everybody, it's me, Martinez-Bateman, here with my art journal, cat bus, still good. I find that the cat bus is much nicer. It's a much nicer prop when I'm painting. If I'm actually trying to write, it kind of just fucks with the angle of my wrist. So it's nice that the elastic is long enough that I can just stick it over here if I want to write something. So I don't think there's anything new in the front. Just stamps. I really want to start using this Kernow notebook for watercolors and things, because I want to know if this paper is a good replacement for the Tomoe River paper, because I have basically decided that for right now, I'm not planning on buying a new Hobonichi next year, 2025. I got that other book that I'm going to show you because I've done a bunch of stuff in it. Oh, and also, yeah, I'm in a totally different space. The lighting's probably weird. Sorry, I had to leave work early today. And my nails are kind of dirty. I just realized this. I was playing with the dog outside. Anyway, this is just our little jank-assy home setup. So I hope no one is that upset. I think I already recorded this stuff. These are some paper things. Are they? Oh, no. This is from Stationery Store Day. So I know I didn't record this. I think I already recorded this. I think I showed you that I put the carbon ink in this Platinum Preppy, and I was testing to see how waterproof it is, and it's very waterproof. Like, I dumped water on that thing and it didn't even hardly fade. Meanwhile, I wrote in some Sailor ink, which I know is not waterproof, so there's no shade to this ink. This is a lovely ink. But I put the same amount of water on that. I wrote testing, and then I wrote testing, and this one is gone. You can't even read it anymore. It's completely gone. So these are all the stores that participated in Stationery Store Day. I was really excited to go out to Stationery Store Day, and it felt like one. I went to a couple of others. I can't remember which ones. Oblation, my main store, my main squeeze, the one I go to all the time. They were really into it. They were definitely like, they had a sale, they had a big raffle. Like, a crew had a raffle, but it wasn't as big. But yeah, I went to a couple other stores and I was like, oh, you guys are like not that into this. Which, whatever, like, fine. But I guess it wasn't just like that big of a deal. Here are just some things that I've been thinking about buying. An Archer on Olive Square, which has the width of this new planner that I got, but is not as tall, so it might actually be like easier to handle. Justice League International, that was just a recommendation. Hoopla is an app. Libby is the library app. Apparently you can get comics on here. I should write that note because I might forget why I put those on there. But you can get comics on there and read them. I don't fuck with the Libby app because I read too slowly. And I do this thing where I like flip between like 5 to 10 books at once. And I can't do that when I'm on the Libby app because it gives you like, I don't know, 2 weeks or something like that with a book, and then you have to read it and then turn it back. And I read slower than that. Like, there have been times in my life, I'm not going to say there haven't, where I have read a book in like 1 day, 2 days. Usually those are, like, at this point, they're usually like autobiographies, or they're like books that are very specifically like nonfiction about a thing I super care about and need that information super quickly. But in general, I'm not that fast of a reader. When I was in 5th grade, I stayed up all night reading Animal Farm, turned that book over, read it again right away. But I rarely do things that quickly. And most people, Animal Farm's only like 150 pages. Most people would be able to read it in a couple of hours, if they just cared to, you know, and didn't get bored or something. But that book spoke to me. And then here's some notes from comic book class last week about like zoom, contrast, scale, stuff like that. Some more notes. This is, my husband has a comic where a dog bites a man, and we were trying to figure out how a dog could bite a man, a big dog. The dog is bigger than the man. As you can see, how a dog could bite a man, but keep like his clothing visible so that everyone reading the comic would know that this is the same man. And then we were talking about like, do we ink on a separate page? Do we ink on the same page? I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. And then also just like reminding ourselves that this thing is fun. And then I did a little painting, a little watercolor. I'm not entirely sure what I was trying to do here. When people say things to trans people, like, it's going to take me a while to get your pronouns right. When they have specific pronouns. I want to be specific. I don't have specific pronouns. I am trans, I'm non-binary. I don't have specific pronouns. But when someone does have specific pronouns, I mean, I prefer to be referred to as they and them so that people know I am not a cisgender person. But that's just mostly for like, I don't know, accuracy, not like, it doesn't hurt my feelings no matter what pronouns people call me. Like, they're all equally meaningless as far as I'm concerned. And pronouns are an important part of speech, and you need to choose some of them, so I don't really care. Like, at this point in my life, I've been she and her for most of my life, and so I'm kind of bored with she and her, but it does have a certain, like, when someone calls me she and her, generally other people assume, are like, oh yeah, that makes sense, that person looks like maybe they might be a she and her person, and so it's like less confusing. If people don't know me, or, you know, I'm not going to be like at the car wash and someone's like, have a great day, ma'am. I'm not going to be like, wait a second. Like, I got places to be. But when someone does have specific pronouns, like for example, they are a binary trans person and they use the pronouns associated with their gender, he, him, or she, her, and you say things like, it's going to take me a while to get it right. That might be true, and it might be true for a myriad of reasons, right? Obviously, if you're trying to get it right, you're probably not a transphobe. And also, when you say this out loud to someone, even if it's true, what it sounds like is, I don't have time for this I don't have this important social skill. Being able to change someone's pronouns is an important social skill in a world where transgender people are our friends and family members, right? And coworkers and colleagues and clients. And I'm going to use you to practice without your consent. So you can say, especially if you have a very close relationship with someone and they know you and they know your intent, you can say, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I'm not very good at switching pronouns around. Can I practice with you? And they might say, yeah, you can totally practice with me. I offer my services to people who need to practice different pronouns because, like I said, pronouns don't matter to me. And then I thought a long time, like, I painted this, and I thought a long time about, like, actually, what are you saying when you say that thing? Because that makes that's an uncomfortable thing for a person to hear. It makes people uncomfortable. And what is the element that's fucking me up when I hear it, right? Because it doesn't apply to me, but why do I get upset on behalf of other people when I hear it? And so I sort of like was also really, really tired, but I thought a long time. And so then, and these are supposed to be the same person. You can tell that I was exhausted. You can tell that like this was my first drawing and this was my second drawing because this was my exhausted drawing. Like, that one's not or my painting is not very, it's, you know, the skill level has changed. And my lines get like a lot like wobblier, even though I'm using the same materials. But basically you can say, thank you for telling me, I want you to feel safe with me. Or you can just say, good to know, thanks. And then when you get it wrong, just correct yourself without making a big deal of it. You know, if I was like, and this happens a lot to me because my name's Marina Martinez-Bateman, which is a lot of sounds and not all of them English friendly. People get my name wrong. People who know me very well, people who've known me my whole life have gotten my name wrong. The way my name alliterates, a lot of people really want to call me Martina. It happens constantly. Marina Martinez-Bateman. It gets worked up. And people will say, Marina, sorry. And then they go on with their fucking day. If every single time someone said Martina instead of Marina, or Maria instead of Marina, or Mariana instead of Marina, and if they wasted God knows how long. Oh, Marina, I'm so sorry. I know your name. You're my good friend. I can't believe I got that wrong. I'm not a racist. I know Spanish. I took Spanish in middle school. I voted for Carmen Rubio. Like, no one is, that's a city councilor in Portland. That would be ridiculous, right? So if we do it to trans people, it's kind of ridiculous. So when we get pronouns wrong, just like anything else, we just go, oh my God, she, her, sorry, my bad. And you move on. You just keep rolling. Don't draw attention to it. Don't freak anybody out. Just say, this is my friend Jenny. She is applying for science camp today. Whatever. I don't know why you would take your friend Jenny to science camp. That's weird, but there it is. I also, this stinking feather, this thing, I didn't like go to anything like confidential, you know, I just have people's names on there, so I might have to throw up a little blur. But this thing is a shit bookmark. It's a shit bookmark. It always comes out. It does not actually mark the page well. It's always just like, I love it because my husband got it for me. But as a bookmark, she is lacking in performance. And I've tried. I don't like it. So I'm probably gonna retire this. I keep trying to like move it towards the middle of the book. Like maybe that would help. I don't know, maybe it will. Let me see. How many pages did I like unintentionally blank out? Okay, just this one. So I think I can just scoot that. Okay, good. Because I wanted to show y'all that I saw someone reviewing these pens, Fountain Pen Revolution. You can see, I think you can see it says FPRR on there. But it's very shiny, opalescent, pearlescent maybe, like almost like an abalone, if you've seen the inside of a abalone, how it shines. I'm pretty sure it's like made with plastic. I don't think there's anything natural on here. I filled it with Private Reserve Plum, I think. Oh, and I got this. I had one before that was, that ended in 2023. Oh, not this. This is just numbers. I got, let me see if I can grab it without fucking everything up here. Okay, yeah. This is just an IKEA lap desk balanced on a dog toy, so, you know, we make do. August, what day is it? My only, oh, I guess I could just look in my planner. Duh. My phone is like the thing. Oh, here's the Fountain Pen Revolution little thingy that came with. Obviously I'm gonna look in my planner, but I'm gonna do that off screen. It's the 9th. I'm gonna do that off screen because I was looking in my like actual you know, layout with all my like appointments and stuff. August 6th. 8, 9. All right, and then we just put that on here. Isn't that fun? I love the little action. And then this is for, I've been numbering pages with it on my other book because it doesn't have numbers, but I can do anything with it, and I can even make a date with it because it's got 6 digits. So not this one, this one. So I can put month, date, year, and that's basically forever. But anyway, let's look at this. I tried to use this in my other planner, the markings journal, and it definitely bled. So let's see. So I got the flex nib, the super flex. Does anybody else find that they like absolutely cannot spell when they're trying to write their letters carefully? So this thing is pretty cool. It was not very expensive either. It was, with the special nib, including shipping, I want to say it was under $60, which is not usually. A flex nib is just like, whoa, those are so special. So they're usually like in the $100 to $200 range. And the flex on this is pretty good. Like it really, it can really get a lot of flex here. Like that's wow. Oh, oh my God. I stapled, bookmarked whatever these pages together for a fucking reason. And I'm just opening them, so I'll probably have to put blur on that. That's okay, it's fine. But Jesus Christ, Marina. I'm pretty tired right now. I went to like a work thing last night and I didn't get home until like 10, and I tried to go straight to bed and that did not work out for me. So then I was up until like 1. And I just have sort of been going to sleep at like 1, but like waking up at 8, so it's not the worst. But yeah, I fucking love this pen. Like, she's so smooth. The feedback is nice. I feel like other Flexi Nib pens that I have, the feedback is a little scratchy. Like, for example, my previous absolute favorite pen, the Pilot Falcon. I mean, it's not, it is it's still my favorite pen, let's be honest. This is not, she's good. Her flex is amazing, but just, I don't think anything really compares to the Pilot Falcon. Because the thinness of the line with the Pilot Falcon just cannot be compared. So obviously this Fountain Pen Revolution Flex gets bigger, but if you sort of think about the Pilot Falcon gets a lot thinner. So, and then the other thing about the Pilot Falcon is even when she is really flexing there, the ink flow is still quite moderated. So this is a much drier pen. See, I just wrote that. And yeah, it smears a little, I'm not gonna lie. But compared to this, like, this is a much more practical writer. Because this page I'm gonna have to just leave open like this for a while so it can dry, or it's just gonna get ink all over the next page. But I'm very happy with it. I'm really enjoying this Fountain Pen Revolution pen. I heard about it on Doodlebud. That's Doodlebud. On YouTube, I was just watching pen videos and his came up. So check out that guy. But that's basically it from this art journal. Like I said, not a lot in there. And then let's look at this guy, because I don't think it's gonna fit on camera today. Because I don't have a lot. There's not, as you can see, there's not a big space. Usually I have a stand and everything, and I'm sort of like, I've kind of like Mickey Moused something together here. This I got, it's Diodrio. Not very expensive at all. It's a strap. It goes, here, let me, boop. But this I put in, I got this at Stationery Store Day. It's just, I'm not going to open it because it has like a medical paper in here, but it's just a little pocket. So it's got pocket stuff in there, and then there's this pocket. This card from Fountain Pen Revolution. There's my sticker from Rickshaw. There's a Fountain Pen Revolution sticker. This is like my contact information. And then I also got these on Fountain Pen, or I got these two on Stationery Store Day, not at a stationery store, just next to one. But it says life is short, why not get weird with it? And I kept the fucking paper that that this came with like the artist's name and everything. And I am almost 100% certain that my dog ate it because I can't find it. And I don't think, yeah, it's not anywhere over here. I also got some like plain brown paper for a pretty good price that I can use to like cover stuff up and glue in if I need to in this. But yeah, I got this, and I got a couple of other stickers. I don't know where they are. Oh, I think they're actually in the pocket. And then I got this from Amazon because I really needed like just I can't be like, oh, hold on, I have to take a note. Which of these million pens am I going to use, right? Like, sometimes you just need to write a fucking note or do a fucking highlight. So I just put, I put a Pilot G2 in light blue in, and I put a Sharpie S Note gray highlighter in there to do those things if I need them to. And then this is an elastic bookmark that I also got off of Amazon that I just put like this to keep it closed. I was using a rubber band, but the problem with the rubber band is I would do this and then I would put it along the back here when I was working in the journal, and then I wouldn't be able to move it like this because the rubber band would get friction. Now that that's like elastic, it moves really easily. So here's my table of contents. I think, did I show you my first page? I was gonna put table of contents over here, but I fucked it up, so I just put this big sticker and then gouached out this, and I'll probably do some other illustration or something. But here's my table of contents. I've got, what are you proud of today? What are you grateful for today? How does curiosity motivate me? What else am I motivated by? A list of things I want to buy, media recommendations, currently consuming, food cheat sheet, And then if you don't eat, you won't work. Risks and opportunities. So I showed y'all this one. This is like what I'm proud of. This is my gratitude list. I added therapy. This is like a what am I motivated, or how does curiosity motivate me? I'm having the biggest trouble filling this out. What will happen if I change a variable in an otherwise fixed process? Like, duh, that's, I don't know. And then what else am I motivated by? A sense of accomplishment, human connection. These are already here last time. This is my planner bit. So I'm not going to show you that because it has people's names on it. This is going to be a want to buy list. So when I had that wish list in my art journal, when I have something I want to buy, I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put how much it costs, like a range. I'm going to put why I need it. I'm going to put the trigger for purchasing it, like what will make it happen that I'll buy it. Where am I going to buy it? And then what the date that I got it. And then this is media recommendations. Which I put my friend's full name, so I'm not gonna show you, but this is what, obviously you can tell what we're talking about. I read, Get Rich. What is that? What is Lutch? Anyway, Get Rich, Lucky Bitch by this same author who wrote Chill and Prosper. I did not like it. I swear to God. Everyone who's read that book says that they don't remember this part, but I swear to fucking God, there's a part where she basically says that if you think positive thoughts, you won't get cancer. And just fucking no. Just no. Just no. No. I'm not gonna fucking, that is, Here, oh, that's my dog's hair. But anyway, I tried to use a stencil to like put these like things and it just splodged out all over the place. I used a Zig clean color dot. So then I had to do it with pen, and then these are just random stickers. But basically I put my rating, I put the title, I put who recommended it, I put my review, and then is it a book or an audiobook? And then I've started both of these. I haven't finished or like actually been into either of them. But now they're here. So, then this, is called, hold on, I gotta move my leg. It's going numb. This is called My Currently Consuming. It's just a bunch of, obviously you can tell, labels. It's a bunch of labels. And it's just like what I'm into right now. Right now it's a bunch of like, I'm reading Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. I know like it's a YA book, so I'm not like expecting a big, intellectual tome, but I have gotten to chapter 12 of a 25 chapter book, and I know exactly what the entire plot is. And I'm just like, I have a hard time reading YA books. This book has a trans main character, and a Latino trans main character at that. But there's just a bunch in it that I like. I don't know. I'm not vibing. If you want me to tell you why, I will tell you why. But one, I generally do not like YA books. So I usually don't read them, except that this one is like hitting a lot of ticking a lot of boxes that adult fiction still has yet to realize that there are transgender Latinos in the world. So thought I'd try YA. I'm kind of annoyed at it. The Golden Girls Deep Dive podcast. If you love the Golden Girls, get your fucking shit. Get on this. It's amazing. If Books Could Kill, I'm deep into if books could kill. I'm deep into like the maintenance phase universe, and If Books Can Kill is a Michael Hobbs podcast. So, and then I just started watching the 5th season of Magnum PI, and I ran out of space here, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna like take this up and put it somewhere else or rewrite it or what. I don't know, but I think, oh, and then I just did a painting, If You Don't Eat, You Won't Work. And basically, if you've ever played Fallout 4, I think, there's this like NPC vendor that's like, if you don't work, you won't eat. And I swear to God, that used to be a personal motto of mine, like way before that video game ever came out. I used to say that all the time. If you don't work, you won't eat. Because like that was the truth. Like I had to feed myself, you know, and pay my own bills from a very young age. And ever since I've been in eating disorder recovery, it's actually the other way around, right? Like if I don't eat, I won't work. Like if I'm not feeding myself, all this shit falls apart. So that's what that's there for, just to remind me. And then this is going to be a food cheat sheet of like foods I can eat when I'm like overwhelmed, but I know I need to eat some food. So and then this is something my business coach and I came up with. I just wrote opportunity and risks, and I got really annoyed by the fact that they're not conjugated properly. Like it should be risk and opportunity or risks and opportunities, but not, it shouldn't be mixed and matched. So I just took these stickers and went over it so that it was conjugated properly. But basically, trying to use my sort of like risk mind to think of things that, like, here's how it will fall apart, but here's how it could work out. Like here, you know what I mean? Although my anxiety mind is going bananas lately. So, and then this is the last page so far. Then this is going to be 2 weeks from now. So I don't know if I showed y'all how I do. I think I did. Last week I showed you how I do the columns. I am not in a position physically. I'm like literally sitting on the floor with this balanced on top of a dog toy, like dog toy, to make this level. So I cannot do the columns right now. I'm gonna have to do that, not on camera. But then the other thing I got, they were like all on sale. These like little deco sticker thingies from Amazon. They were like this is a 2-pack. All of these represent 2 items that I bought. And all together they were like $10. So they're kind of interesting. They've got these little stickers. These ones I think are my favorite because they're all just like weird little like that. And these ones are like, you know, very similar in terms of like all being graphic. And these are like stamps from around the world. It's really cool. And these are like similarly like weird collages of ephemera. These ones I also like because some of them are pictures like this one, but some of them are like weird poems. I don't know. Let me try and, oh, here, like it'll be like this, and it's like a palm frond, and it says vanish. There comes a point when a responsible man will swallow his pride and admit that he's made a terrible mistake. Truth is, I was never a reasonable man. Truth is, I was never a reasonable man. Like it's obvious that some like AI has like combed the internet and just put together some sentences like, to be lovely, precious, I can give you my loneliness, my darkness, the hunger of my heart. I am trying to bribe you with uncertainty, with danger and defeat. Like, some of them make sense. Some of them don't make any sense at all. Like, sweet, sweet, sweet blueberry. Like, at least that's actually a blueberry. Be your well-known delight. And then I think that is Mr. Rogers, maybe. Like, it's just so weird. 1925. I will love you forever, dear. I have no idea to this day what those 2 Italian ladies were singing about. Truth is, I don't want to know. Some things are better left unsaid. I'd like to think they were singing about something so beautiful it can't be expressed. It can't expressed in words, and it makes your heart ache because of it. Empty? Is that so? And then it's just a folding chair. And then this is noon. Like, I love this stuff. It makes me happy. But the stickers are like paper. They're like, how do I explain this? Oops. They're kind of like washi paper. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Actually, this is timely. I'm going to put this on my food cheat sheet because I am actually super good at making eggs. And I know a bunch of different ways to make eggs. And also I love eggs, and also they're pretty good for you, and they've got a lot of stuff in them that you need. So I'm gonna put that right there. All right, this has been kind of chaotic. It is time to go. I hope this was not hard to watch, and that is really all I can hope. Bye.